Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Tyranniod, here again, and it's with my second review that I promised. This is Infinite Warfare, and there is a hell of a lot of hate going around for this game at the moment, which I feel is kind of unnecessary. Now, I am a fan of the COD franchise. I will admit they've had their subpar games, they've had their brilliant games, and before you all jump on and say, "Oh, you COD fanboy," "Oh, blah de blah," play Battlefield, that's a real game. I do play Battlefield as well. I like both. That is possible. You can like both. So I'd just like to stress that. Although I do not have Battlefield 1 yet. Um, but yeah, we're going to jump straight into this, and there are three parts to cover here. There's the campaign, the zombies, and the multiplayer. So we'll jump straight in and we'll go with the campaign. Now, first of all, I just want to throw this bit aside. Graphically, it is amazing. Like, people that say that the COD franchise hasn't, like, because they did have kind of like crummy graphics, I'm not gonna lie. Back on the PS3 days, the last gen days, I think it wasn't until Advanced Warfare where they finally stepped the game up in the graphics department. Because even Ghost looked a little bit shoddy. But I think that's because it was kind of sharing with last gen. So graphically, it's really, really good. The cutscenes are absolutely fantastic. Animations are great. Audio's great. So the campaign basically has you taking charge of a character called Reyes, and you're in control of this entire fleet. You'll be going out and doing your jobs yourself, though, as it is COD, you're not going to be sitting on the command deck commanding people around. There's basically three or so sections, I think, to the campaign. You've got your basic fighting, your basic gun combat, that can be mixed up with stealth. There's quite a few stealth sections in there. Then there's new zero-G segments. This is where you'll be floating around in space or in a spaceship that's got no gravity, or a planet that's got no gravity like the moon or something, as you can probably see from this clip now, or back then. Basically, those parts are like, the gunplay is still as great as ever, and the new zero G, it takes a little bit getting used to, because you've got a whole, like, there's a whole 360 degrees of where the enemy could be coming from now. It's not just they're on a balcony above you or they're on the ground in front of you. So that does take a little bit getting used to, but there's some cool kills with a new grapple you've got while you're in the zero G segments. And now the newest part, and this takes up about 50% of the campaign. That's the Jackal segments. Now the Jackal segments are really, really cool. Basically, it's not on rails like most vehicle segments in previous CODs. You literally have control of that ship, and you've got a whole 360 degrees to work with. You can fly anywhere, you choose who you attack, and they're just so fun and so easy to control. It just lets you get straight into it and just have fun, and that's amazing. So obviously I'm not going to spoil anything about the story or anything, but the campaign is absolutely amazing. Probably the best campaign since Black Ops 2, to be honest, and that was a real high point in the series for campaign. Much better than Black Ops 3's campaign, that's for sure. So yeah, that's it for the campaign. The campaign is definitely a must-play. Definitely, I mean, the game's worth it alone for the campaign. There is also one extra thing. Black Ops 3 had a higher difficulty than Veteran, and that was the realistic difficulty where you died in one bullet. I did actually manage to finish that with my brother on co-op, and it was fucking tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. This one's got something similar. They've got two extra difficulties actually. I'm currently doing the campaign on Specialist. I don't know what the extra difficulty is after that. It's just a load of question marks at the moment. But the Specialist difficulty is really unique and completely changes the way the campaign is played. Unlike realistic in Black Ops 3, where the game plays the same but you just die in one bullet, in this one you take the damage that you would in Veteran, but you have nano kits to heal yourself. You don't regenerate health, and you have a helmet for your head. If this helmet breaks, you can't see whereabouts on your body you're injured, and enemies will get a one-hit kill on you if they hit you in the head. And as I mentioned, the body parts where you get hit, they do actually hit individual body parts, and it does affect you. For example, if they hit your legs, you lose the ability to sprint or shoot while you're sprinting. If they hit your left arm, you can't even aim down sights. If they hit your right arm, your aim down sights is awful. The sway is unbelievable. And they can even hit your hand in the middle of combat, and you get like a slow motion quick time event where your gun flies out your hand and you have to quickly grab it, which is absolutely amazing. It really does change the way you play the game. You really have to be resourceful with your nano kits, and it's just fantastic. I recommend that everyone just plays that difficulty once you've completed the actual campaign. But I've spent about 6 minutes talking about the campaign now. So we'll go on to the next part, which I haven't really had much experience with, so I'm just going to say a few quick words about it. But zombies. Zombies is... it's basically just Infinity Ward's take on Treyarch zombies. It kind of reminds me more of Advanced Warfare zombies, but it's, I would say, better. But it doesn't feel like... I mean, I've only had a few games, but it doesn't feel like it stacks up to Treyarch's zombies. I think, honestly, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer should just leave the zombies down to... I know it's probably not their decision, but they should leave it down to Treyarch. Treyarch made that, and Treyarch know what they're doing. And just the depth that was in the Black Ops 3 zombie maps, it just doesn't compare to this. But, I mean... it's still good, it's still fun, and it's pretty much the same thing. Like, there is hardly any differences from Treyarch zombies in Black Ops 3. It's just not as well done. So that's the zombies for you. There's not much I can say about that. I'm sure they'll hopefully improve with the DLCs. We know that we know there's going to be some zombie maps coming in DLCs, so that's that. Now, multiplayer. Wow. This is, I mean, I don't like to admit it, but it's essentially a more refined version of Black Ops 3's multiplayer. You've still got your specialists, you've still got your wall running, all your specialist abilities, you know, your perks, your kill streaks, your pick 10 system. It literally hasn't changed much in every single way. The maps are quite awful, I'm not going to lie. There are like one or two maps that I'm happy to be on. Everything else, I just wish I wasn't there. But maps haven't been good in COD for a while, to be honest. So yeah, the game, I've not experienced any lag or any frame rate issues. I will applaud them there. The game runs very smoothly, even under immense pressure, because I've been playing Ground War a lot, and Ground War is typically where you'd meet the stress points. You'd see the lag, you'd see the frame rate issues. At least it was in previous CODs, but I've not really experienced any of that. But one thing that really is killing it for me in this game is the time to kill. The time to kill is horrible. It absolutely is. You can die way too quickly, more so than any other COD. I remember thinking this about Ghost actually when I first played Ghost, but Ghost is like, it's like playing Halo or something, like in terms of killing an enemy compared to this. This game, you just die so quickly, and sometimes it's bullshit deaths. Sometimes it can be like an enemy just sees you, and before you even have the chance to react, one bullet will just take you down, and it could be the most frustrating thing ever. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the multiplayer. The multiplayer really hasn't changed. Overall, out of this package, if you enjoyed Black Ops 3, both in zombies and multiplayer, you're going to want to get this game, because it's basically, like I said, the zombies is just kind of on par with Black Ops 3 zombies, maybe a little bit worse, but not worse in unplayable, just it just doesn't stand up to Treyarch zombies. And the multiplayer is essentially the same thing, but like I said, a more refined version, but with a worse time to kill. So that can be kind of a put off, but requires some getting used to, and if you do get used to it, you can pull off some amazing games. As you've seen, I've uploaded a few to my channel where I've done particularly well. Um, so that's that. But the main selling point, if anyone wants an immersive, great story-driven campaign, then you're going to want this because it's the best campaign COD has done for years. So that's my review for Infinite Warfare. I know it's been a mishmash of points, ups and downs, but this really is. It's definitely one of the stronger CODs in quite a few years. I know COD's been going through a rocky road, so I hope this review was useful. Next review, I'm going to do COD 4 Remastered. I'd love to have a talk about that actually because I never really uploaded any videos or spoke about it back when it was on the PS3, so it'll be a good chance to finally do that. So I hope you stay tuned. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to press that like button and press the subscribe button as well so that you can stay in touch with all my content. And if you didn't, well, I'm very sorry about that, but yeah, I hope this review was useful for you. Right, thank you very much guys, and I'll see you next